Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is you're just going to be home alone. The scripture comes from Jeremiah 2:20. Long ago, you broke off your yoke and tore off your bonds. You said, I will not serve you. Indeed, on every high hill and under every spreading tree, you lay down as a prostitute. I have planted you like a choice vine of sound and reliable stock. How then did you turn against me into a corrupt wild vine? Although you wash yourself with soap and use an abundance of cleansing powder, the stain of your guilt is still before me, declares the sovereign Lord. So here's the message to somebody. Okay, I feel like this. God said, God said no. Okay, God said no. God said no. This for somebody. He said no. Okay, and I just feel like for someone, if you make this decision, okay, you got the sensation right there. God said you will find that it's not what you thought it was going to be. You will find that it's not what you thought it was going to be. You will find that it wasn't worth it. You will find that I just feel like it is not as serious as you think it is. It is not, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Like, I just feel like for somebody, really hard for somebody, that God is saying that even if you are feeling pressured, okay, and somebody is trying to pressure you into going against what God commanded you, um it is not going to be what you thought. It is not going to be what you were thinking it was going to be. God is saying that he wants you to do as he commanded you to do. Do not do this. It says, long ago you broke off your yoke and tore off your bonds, and you said, I will not serve you. Whatever it is that God is commanding you to do, God has called you into service, even if it don't look like service to the outside. To other people, it may not look like you are serving God. To other people, it may not look like you doing what God commanded you to do. To other people, it may look like you not doing nothing, but it's not their business. It don't have nothing to do with them. God said, really, and when it come down to it, you don't have to give nobody no explanation as to why you're doing what God commanded you to do. But God said he wants you to stand your ground and he wants you to do as he has asked you to do. I hear remain put for somebody. God said he planted you somewhere and that's what he wants you to do. He does not want you to become corrupt. He does not want you to become wild. And I just feel like in this, whatever it is that you are being tempted with, it is something that has the power to cause you to just go all the way astray. And God is saying that he don't want you. He hold on. Hold on. God is saying, do not do that. Don't do it. Like, don't do it. Although you wash yourself with soap and use an abundance of cleansing powder, the stain of your guilt is still before me. God said the guilt, this is something that someone will not be able to take back. You cannot say, I'm sorry for this. I don't know who this message for, but God is saying that if you go against what God is commanding you to do, you will not be able to apologize. You won't be able to say sorry. You won't be able to take it back. There will be nothing that you will be able to do. And God is saying that it's not that you can't go to God and seek forgiveness from him, but you will not be able to forgive yourself. God said, listen to what he has commanded you to do. Even if you look at it and it seems as though it's you, I just feel like this is somebody that's like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. Nah, everything is gonna be fine. No, it's gonna be, you don't know. God is saying you do not know. You don't know what he knows. You do not know what God knows. I don't know what God knows. God says that you don't understand what he understands. For no man knows the time or the hour. God said you don't know. And because you don't know, stop trying to argue with him. Don't try to go back and forth with him. And it's like, even if this, for whoever this is for, even if you are not right now arguing and going back and forth with God, he said he sees into your heart and he knows that you are yearning to go after whatever the temptation is. Like, this is the temptation. Like I said, the door is cracked and you ready to run in there. God said, don't go, don't do it. Don't do it. God says, stand your ground and remain his faithful servant. For somebody out here, stand your ground and remain his faithful servant. Even if when you, the way that you are looking at it and how you are positioned, it look like it don't make sense to you. It looks confusing to you. It looks as if like you're like, what? And you're not finding understanding. God is saying, just because you do not see what he sees and you do not understand what he understands does not mean that what he is telling you is not true. He don't want you to go against the grain. Don't go against what he has commanded you. Don't go against what he is telling you, because you will be sorry and you will be upset with yourself. Even if and when God forgives you, you will still be mad at yourself. You will be hurt. Like, this is somebody, you will hurt yourself if you go against what God is telling you to do. It don't matter what it look like. It don't matter what it seems. It does not matter. God is saying those things do not matter. All that matters is what God commanded you to do and you being obedient. Because, like, regardless if everything is fine, even if everything is okay, even if there's nothing wrong, and you could, like, yeah, I just feel like this is somebody that God was telling you things and God was making you believe that certain things would happen. And it's just, I just feel like God has revealed to you, you would be okay. But the thing is, how would you feel about yourself? Because God is saying that, there is something that somebody is supposed to do. And if you do not carry out that mission, you will be upset with yourself. You'll be angry with yourself. You will break your own heart. And it won't be nobody that's going to be able to fix it. Nobody's going to be able to kiss the tears and the boo-boos away. Nobody's going to be able to put a band-aid on it. Nobody's going to be able to come and put little medicines and stuff. You are going to hurt yourself and you will be like, I just feel like you will feel shamed. And it will be you. Nobody is going to be shaming you. Nobody's going to be pointing at you. Nobody's going to be looking down at you. Nobody's going to be saying anything mean to you. This will all be going on within yourself. But if you do not carry through with what God has asked you to carry through, if you don't do it, you are going to hurt yourself. Okay, God says, do not be corrupt. Do not be wild. Everything is fine. And this is not a situation where God does not know how you feel. And this is not a situation where God does not know what you yearn to do. And this is not a situation where God does not understand. God understands, but at the same time, God is saying that he wants you as well to find understanding. He wants you as well to you have to see it not only from your point of view, okay? And this is a situation for somebody, if you go against what God is instructing you to do, you gonna hurt yourself. You gonna break your own heart. You gonna hurt your own feelings. You gonna cause yourself heartache. You will cause yourself to cry. You will cause yourself destruction. And there will be nothing that you can do to take it back. And I just feel that soul life for somebody, I don't know what it is God got you doing now. But God said, if you turn away from what he is instructing you to do, you yourself will be in agony. You will be in pain. You will be in heartache. And nobody going to be able to help you. Like I said in the last message, whatever it is that you are being tempted with, it doesn't even mean if it's people that they bad. If it's a place that's bad, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. However, this is the thing. God has something greater for you. And if you would do as God is commanding you to do, if you would listen to God's instructions, you will be able to receive that. And it doesn't even mean that it's a material thing. It doesn't mean that you just specifically are going to receive a material thing. While simultaneously it may be material as well. But God is saying that it is something spiritual. It is something that, like, for your spirit, for your soul, for your heart. And if you don't do what God is asking you to, you will not be at peace. You will not have peace. Your peace will be stripped from you, and it will be because you have went against what God commanded you to do. God is not playing. I don't know who this for. God said He's not playing with you about this. This is something that you said you wanted to do. This is something that you said. God put it up on your heart and you said so yourself. And God is saying that He's not playing with you about it. And He wants you to do as He commanded you to do. And that's it. There isn't any more. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.